And once again, a reminder about our disclosures. They're all over our website. And this is a risky business. Make sure you understand that and understand that we are an educational room trying to help traders improve their game. And we can see the importance of understanding several different charts. This is our Globex chart. And we said earlier, this is a platform. Need to be aware of that. Could be an inverted head and shoulders temporarily. Need to be aware of the rain line for support around this 23.5, the overnight low. We're going to keep an eye on this idea. And as long as we're above that, still relatively neutral bias, but that's a slight edge to the longs. We said this is our 5-minute chart, and that we assumed would probably be going over and under a bit today. And if the longs could contain the pullback and keep it above the blue line, then it would be better odds for the longs. And certainly if we got underneath the blue line and stayed under, that would be wrecking ball trade all over again. So these two charts are somewhat helpful at the open today. And probably our 2-day chart is as important as anything, because from the law of perspective, we can see where we hit our 34 target closing the gap. And then we've had a sell, which I don't believe is an all-day sell. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's an all-day sell. And we've come back in the 456 trade. And we'd said earlier, we get up here at these 29s to 28s, make sure you're paid obviously by 27. And then anything below 27, we said, let's think of good fortune, which is closing the gap and perhaps a retest of the angel overnight, which is 24.25. So the common sense thing to do, in my opinion, is to, if you're going to buy, try to buy closer to support. Gives you a little bit better edge. And if you are in a sell position, why not take some profits? Even if you left the trailer and then you get banged, okay. So you got banged. You took a shot and it didn't work. But at least you got the majority of what you wanted. And if we pay attention to charts like these, they're very helpful. Very helpful just to know where symmetry is. So this is a great regression trade. And most likely, if you're a conservative trader, you're not even going to expose yourself during news. You know, that's the Rodney Dangerfield trade, you know, to be exposed during news event. You know, we can take money out of the market almost any single day with common sense. And we don't want to do is to put ourselves at risk when we don't need to for a news event. So the most common sense thing I can suggest to you is be conservative and try to be in the game long term. Don't be a cowboy, always looking for, you know, for the gambling instinct. Always got to have the action. You don't. So this is not. Thank you, Zeke. This is not a video game. It's a business, and treat it that way. Zeke reminds us 24 is yesterday's middle. Thank you, Zeke. Appreciate that.